Hello and welcome to the Daily PvP channel. I am Igor and seems like we have not seen each other in more than 4 years. Today though I have something serious to talk about. That is...
Bring back Daily PvP esports in his photo. Well, I mean, he didn't organize anything. He just stole content, put his face on it, and then claimed it as his own. If you want a content thief to be the face of fucking Photo PvP, then you are a bell end and you deserve all the bell end content that you get. That's not a ha ha ha, that's literally what he did. He would go into other people's streams, download their content without, I'm just going to tell you the story. Download the content without asking for any permission, re-upload it with his fucking head on it and say that it was his. Can you imagine? Wow.
Huge what moment, but that is not all.
Channel, yeah, it's because he's obsessed with trying to steal content. He's watching my channel, thinking to himself, what has he just said that I can repeat on my channel, or I can use on my channel for my own content? That's why he watches everyone. Have you not worked this out? He used to ask me questions, what interviews are coming up? And then he'd like announce his interviews that were exactly the same as mine. The guy's a fucking maggot. He's a thief and a maggot. He feasts on the shit of everyone else. How we got the VODs, he just ripped them. Well, no one really cared. Like, that was the way that it went back in those days. No one really cared. It was one of those things where they thought he shouldn't really be doing it, but what are you gonna do? But then when I started producing content myself, and I was like, what, so literally all this guy does is steal content, upload it with his fucking head on it, and mute what everyone else said, and then claim it as an, like, that's dirty, in my opinion. Anyway, dirty.
Impressive slander. This whole story started with several extremely talented and no less envious swatter content creators, emphasis on the quotation marks, a few months before I abandoned streaming and making videos almost 5 years ago. I'm surprised is that after all this time, people who are trying extremely hard to not be entirely forgotten still talk about this non-existent problem. As it appears, I must be the most educated swatter content creator on this topic, so let me share some of that knowledge with you and dispel this duck shite. So you're saying I'm stealing someone's content, but is that really the case? Does content really belong to whoever we think it does? The answer to this extremely sensitive to whole, full people in the entire world question lies within swatter end user access and license agreements, which you can access from swatter's website. Highly unexpected, but when you pay your hard-earned bucks for a game, you engage in a legal agreement. Scroll down to rights over results of use of software or over in-game content section. Huge surprise! Turns out the videos we make containing swatter gameplay aren't really ours. No, those commentary videos are not mine. Rather, all the rights are transferred to EA, who is the proprietor. Yes, indeed, you little guy. Your videos are not yours. No matter how much of your face, or my face really, you stick in them. In fact, most EULAs contain a clause about any kind of content it is showing a game in question not belonging to you. Sorry chaps, the only reason your amazing videos are not kicked off YouTube, Twitch, or any other video hosting really, is because you are a free marketer for the company in question, and it's a game, and somewhere in the grand scheme of things, well, you just attract attention, maybe. But you didn't ask for permissions from all these amazing content creator, man. After all. Is it really required, though? Fair use. Let's dive into Google to find out what it is all about. Aha! So there is a doctrine in the United States copyright law called fair use, which allows people to use your content without your permission. It allows the limited use of copyrighted material without requiring permission from the copyright owner. Items considered fair use would be commentary, criticism, news reporting, research, teaching, or scholarship. As it turns out, commentary and criticism was exactly what I was doing. I know at times it didn't really feel like that, but I swear, I tried my best. Regards to your own videos, the only reason they're not taking off every video hosting in the galaxy is because they fall into parody of real content category.
But wait a second, ducking daily nerd. Fair use is invented by the silly capitalists.
And I don't live in US. It does not apply to me. Not only fair use is commonly accepted by every legal entity and country represented on the internet today in regards to dealing with copyright. Those services like YouTube and Twitch, they operate primarily under US legal regulations. Wait. What is it I just saw? What is it? Did you credit those video creators, man? Or is it just somehow different in your case? You're stealing content from what I can see. Okay, last but not least, I did a quick dig into your country's law for spreading false rumors and, slandering people. Just get a quick look at what I found right here.
Someone is posting false information about me on Twitch. Is this a criminal offense? Depending on the exact nature of the information and how they have posted it. Have they sent the information to someone else? Have they posted this via their own accounts? Who has access to the information? An offense may have been committed. Wait a second, but did Snave commit all this? Well, yes, he did! For harassment to be committed, it must be a course of conduct. For example, 2 or more related occurrences. The information does not necessarily have to be violent in nature, but must be oppressive. Oh my god, you oppress me so much, man. It needs to have caused some alarm or distress. I'm alarmed. I can't sleep because of you, man. I can't sleep. I wake up screaming.
I don't expect the things I explained today to get through, though. Thick skull is a god's blessing, and you overuse it just way too much. Still, I urge you to remember the lies you're spreading are indecent and grossly offensive, goddammit. And of course, monstrously embarrassing to you. You might say that it was just humanly impolite and indecent that I did not ask for some of the streamers' permission, but I will just leave it to your impaired judgment, really. I wanted to just create things for the game I enjoyed and participate in the community I used to like. I totally don't feel I deserved any kind of hate I'm getting from you right now. A year and a half I used to make those videos. I received 0 complaints. Most people involved in the videos were happy with the commentary. It was just subpar creators who were not. But one just can't please everyone, I guess, really. My problem with all this is that being an influential streamer and content creator as you make some of the new players that still come around your stream and everything believe something that is not true in the slightest. You always object with demands for proof, and actually you're just slandering me without having any. You just invented something in your head and you spread it around. Now, obviously, I don't believe there is any hope for some of the currently existing community, but I firmly believe this game we play does get influx of new people, and unfortunately to those new people, you outright lie out there, man. So I hope I made things clear here today. You need to stop embarrassing yourself by spreading outright lies, imagining things that don't exist. I know it doesn't look like much of an embarrassment when you do it on your stream surrounded by your devoted people you call sheep. But to anyone outside of your devoted circle, it does smell of dirty underwear. And on this happy note, friends, I'm out of here. Stay tuned for the next video called PvP Podcast. Demolished. If you need anything, find me on my stream, and see ya next time.
Daily PvP, daily PvP, daily PvP, daily PvP, daily PvP.